Should you give money to Yelp to advertise your restaurant? Hey, my name is Michael Tebow, recovering restaurant owner and caterer turned author, speaker, coach, owner of Done For You Marketing Systems, serving the independent restaurant community since 2008, getting you more new customers and getting your existing customers come back quicker, spending more money. Thank you so much for stopping by for this week's edition of Mike's Money Making Minutes in Yelp. Ooh, that's a dirty, dirty word in the restaurant community, right? Because we know that a lot of negativity and people that leave nasty reviews gravitate towards Yelp. That's the way they built their reputation, and that's kind of their, what goes on in their community. If you don't know what Yelp is and you own a restaurant, I can't believe that one. But Yelp is a review site. People go on Yelp to review things like restaurants, auto repair shops, physicians, any type of business, brick and mortar business that has customers. So people go on there to see what other people are saying about your restaurant. And you don't have to claim your listing to actually have a restaurant. They're like the yellow pages, right? So you have a listing for your restaurant if you know it or not. I highly, highly recommend to claim it and take a look and see what people are saying about your restaurant. If you want to know what people are saying about your restaurant across all your review sites and Google and social media, you can head on over to our website, DFY Marketing Systems with an S.com. Click on the review management tab, and you can, in the top header, put the name of your restaurant in, and you can get a restaurant review scorecard, which will tell you exactly what they're saying across the internet. Very helpful to know what people are saying, because that's what your new customers see before they decide to give you money at your restaurant. They want to know what other people are saying, if they like the food, the service, the atmosphere, whatever the case. And it's crazy, 92.8% of your new customers will check at least 1 to 3 review sites before they come in and give you money. That's why you want to know what the heck they're saying. So Yelp think of all these review sites as search engines in themselves. When I talk about a search engine, I mean like Google, right? You go on Google, you type something in, and you get information about it. That's what people do when they go to these review sites. They'll type into the name of your restaurant, and they'll see what other people are saying about it. They're on a hunt for information, okay? Also, when they type in the name of your restaurant on Google, they're going to see probably your Yelp listing, or Yelp does a really good job of driving traffic. That's how they rank high organically. In other words, they're not paying Google money to get their website Yelp listed towards the top. Okay, so once somebody's in Yelp, you want them to see your restaurant, right? You want them to see it towards the top, and Yelp ranks them. So, if you're not in the top 10, you're buried somewhere on the, bottom of the page, and no one's seen it. So should you give them money to rank higher so they can see your ad? It would be a sponsored ad towards the top. Google does the same thing with Google ads, okay? They all do. That's how they make money. They didn't pop these review sites, or Google doesn't have the world's #1 search engine and website because it's all free. They sell advertising on it because they put you where the eyes of your new customers and your existing customers are. So should you give money to Yelp to advertise? Well, that's your own personal decision. I'm just going to tell you what we found from the experience of our clients. And that's kind of why I do these Mike's Money Making Minutes, so I can give you the information from what we found from other restaurant owners that have done things previously, and I can give you the results that they found. The thing I don't like about Yelp advertising is there's very limited targeting options, right? With Google, you can get so much more than just geographic. You can still put keywords in with Yelp, but there are, that's pretty much it. You got locations and keywords. You have a lot more flexibility with social media, such as Facebook, and with Google. So Yelp has limited targeting options, which means you're not going to get that highly targeted traffic for your money. And they don't have very good reporting, on who's clicking, where they're clicking. So it's hard to really hold them accountable. Also, not that there's not competition on social media and Google, but there's a ton of competition on the Yelp ads from other restaurants, right? And also you're seeing organically the rankings of those restaurants. And I'm not a big fan of the way they put the ads side by side with each other, with your competitors. So it's really, hard to, make your restaurant stand out. And there's just, a big lack of ad transparency. And I've heard from so many of our clients, they tell you it's going to be so much per click, and you really don't know until you start advertising, and you pay per click. So when someone clicks on it, you get charged, right? And pay per click is how much each click is charged. They can get really expensive, even more than Google. I've heard that could be a problem. But one of the biggest issues is once you get in Yelp, we all know you've gotten those phone calls. I'm sure you've gotten those phone calls from Yelp salespeople. They're very aggressive. Once you sign up, you're kind of stuck, right? So this is what I've heard from our clients. The sales staff hounds you once you give any inclination that you're interested in advertising with them or asking questions. The other thing is, magically, once you stop advertising, you say you were, ranked number 6 restaurant in your area on Yelp. Now all of a sudden you've dropped down to 42, right? And I've also heard that they suppress some of your good reviews and show your negative reviews. So that's one thing that you want to keep in mind. Those could be some, negative factors when you come to giving them money for advertising. I would take a look. So what's my recommendation? I would take a look on what your options are. I like Google pay-per-click and social media just because you're able to target, your target market that much more in detail. That way, you know what you're spending your money on because they got really good analytics, and you're able to highly target them. And you can cut it off at any time, and you're not going to see any adverse effects with your rankings on Google or social media. So make sure you weigh those factors out before you start giving any online platform money. All right, check into those things. It's important. See what their analytics are. See, how much your clicks are going to be, how much traffic in your area, and what you're able to put in for targeting. Okay, if you keep those in mind, you will be doing fine. Thank you so much for watching this week's edition of Mike's Money Making Minutes. And if you have any questions or you want to get some free resources, just head on over to our website, dfymarketingsystems.com, and you can download articles on Yelp. And like I said, check out our free online review scorecard for your restaurant. Thanks so much. Have a great week.